The city of Rexford had always been ordinary. Small, peaceful, predictable. People knew each other by name. Shops closed by 9 p.m., and the night streets glowed softly under dim streetlights. But everything changed after the night the red fog rolled in. It came slowly, silently, like a living thing creeping through dark alleys and narrow streets. Most citizens thought it was just pollution from the nearby industrial plant. Nobody realized that inside the fog were microscopic bionanites, released from a failed military experiment. By the next morning, half the city was sick. Arjun Mehta, a 29-year-old paramedic, woke up to the sound of relentless sirens. He lived in a small apartment above the ambulance depot, so emergency sounds were normal. But today the alarms felt different. More chaotic, more continuous. He checked his phone. 47 missed calls, all from the hospital. Arjun rushed downstairs. A small group of paramedics huddled around the TV, horror rippling across their faces. On the screen, a reporter screamed while running, the camera shaking wildly behind her. People are attacking each other, biting, please evacuate. Static. Arjun froze. Is this real? A nurse whispered, trembling. Everyone who inhaled the red fog last night, they're turning violent. Their eyes turn white, skin pale, and they don't feel pain. They just attack. Arjun swallowed hard. Like a virus. Worse, she said. It's spreading fast. Before they could react, a loud bang hit the depot shutters. Everyone turned. Another bang. Then a growling sound. Something or someone was outside. The staff barricaded the doors, but the metal bent inward. A pale, trembling face with white dead eyes smashed against the glass window. More followed. Whole crowd. Arjun grabbed a first aid kit, a flashlight, and an iron rod. We need to get to the research facility. If this is a bioweapon, they'll know how to stop it. Are you crazy? Someone shouted. The whole city is infected. I don't care. My sister is out there. Arjun slipped through the back exit with a small group. Anisha, a young nurse. Ray, a security guard. Dr. Harleen, a scientist from the hospital. And Arjun's dog, Shadow. The streets looked like a war zone. Cars flipped, fires crackled, alarms blared. Bodies lay scattered, some twitching as if fighting the infection. Every few seconds they heard distant screams. As they moved block by block, the infected, now called zombies by the locals, wandered aimlessly until triggered by sound. Their movements were jerky, robotic, almost as if controlled by something else. Arjun whispered to Dr. Harleen. These aren't normal zombies. They don't decompose. They move like machines. That's because they're not dead, she replied. Their nervous system is hijacked. It's nanotechnology. Something military grade. Arjun clenched his jaw. Meaning they learn. They adapt. While crossing a narrow alley, a metal trash bin toppled. The noise echoed. In an instant, from every doorway, every crack, the infected turned toward them. Heads snapping unnaturally fast. Ray hissed. Run! They sprinted. The infected chased them with frightening speed. One leaped from a balcony straight toward Nisha. Arjun slammed it with his iron rod, and Shadow growled, biting its leg. They escaped into an abandoned supermarket and barricaded the entrance. Inside was dark, silent except for their own breathing. Dr. Harleen fell to her knees, trembling. It's worse than I thought. The nanites are transmitting a wireless signal. Something or someone is controlling them like a hive. Ray frowned. A hive needs a queen, Arjun realized. Or a main server. Dr. Harleen nodded. Exactly. Arjun shone his flashlight across the store, thinking. Where would the server be? The Rexford Bioweapons Research Center, she whispered. Sector 12. Sector 12 was across the city, the heart of the outbreak. They took shelter for a few hours. While searching for supplies, Arjun found something that chilled him to the bone, a discarded newspaper dated yesterday. The headline read, Experiment 23A approved for night testing. Nanite biofog to enhance human reflexes and immunity. Trial tonight. Dr. Harleen looked horrified. They lied to us. They said it was humidity dispersal. Not this. Meaning they turned a whole city into lab rats, Ray muttered. Arjun clenched his fists. His sister, she must have been exposed too. They moved again at night when the infected were slower, their movements glitchy like malfunctioning robots. But as they got closer to Sector 12, they noticed something terrifying. The infected weren't wandering anymore. They were organizing, moving in patterns, forming lines, guarding streets, as if something had given them instructions. This is impossible, Dr. Harleen whispered. They're communicating. The nanites. They've evolved. Ever so slowly, the infected turned toward them, not randomly, but in sync like soldiers following a commander. They finally reached the research center. The gates were twisted open, alarms blaring. Inside, the hallways flickered with red emergency lights. Bodies of scientists lay scattered, but their computers were still running. Dr. Harleen rushed to a terminal. If I can access Experiment 23 as main console, I can send a shutdown signal. It'll disable the nanites inside the infected. Ray's voice trembled. And kill them? No. It will reset their system. They'll return to normal. Arjun sighed with relief. Do it. But just then, footsteps echoed. A tall figure entered the room. A man in a lab coat, alive but infected. His eyes white, movements rigid. But unlike the others, he could speak. Dr. Harleen, he said in a distorted voice. You shouldn't have come. Arjun stepped forward. Who are you? The man smiled weakly. I am Dr. Rowan, the lead scientist behind Experiment 23A. Dr. Harleen gasped. You activated remote override? Rowan nodded. The nanites were designed to create perfect, obedient beings. But they needed one mind to control them. A hive leader. Ray whispered, horrified. You mean you? Rowan's voice grew deeper, metallic. Not me. The network chose someone else. Someone with a stronger emotional signal. Stronger brainwave patterns. Shadow growled. Arjun felt his stomach drop. Dr. Rowan slowly raised a shaking hand and pointed at Arjun. It chose you. Arjun froze. What? Why me? Your brain emits rare neural frequencies. High empathy, high stress response. A perfect host. The nanites connected to you when you entered the red fog. You're already the hive master. You just don't feel it yet. Arjun stumbled back. The infected outside suddenly growled, all turning their heads in his direction. They obeyed him. They were linked to him. Dr. Rowan continued. If you die, the network collapses. But if you live, the city becomes yours. Arjun gripped the iron rod, terrified. No, I won't let this happen. Dr. Harleen yelled. Arjun, don't listen. We can override their link. But Dr. Rowan lunged at Arjun with superhuman speed. Arjun fought back, slamming the rod against Rowan's skull. Rowan fell, twitching, sparks flickering from the nanites inside his body. Dr. Harleen activated the shutdown command. All we need is your permission, Arjun. You must willingly break the link. How? Just say. Override. Release. Arjun closed his eyes. His head throbbed. He felt a storm of voices inside his mind. The infected, thousands of them, breathing, moaning, moving.